Up next, the Thunder taking on the Heat. For the Thunder, firing on all cylinders, and their record speaks for itself. First in the league with no signs of slipping here at the halfway point. Heat, Thunder, only here on 2K Sports. Thanks for joining us on a picture-perfect Sunday night for some NBA on 2K Sports. This is Brian Anderson. I've got Tim Legler and Grant Hill at the table with me, and Allie LaForce covering us courtside. Now that we're into the new year, how about a check on the Eastern Conference standings? You take a look at the Heat. Their efforts so far have put them 5th in the conference with plenty of time left to move up.
I think for the Heat, it really hasn't been the dominant season they were hoping for, but they're still in the hunt for a high postseason seed.
Well, this is kind of where we expected them to be. They're a very good team, maybe even great, but they are still one level below the very top.
And the starting lineup for Miami, we've got Jaime Jaquez. Tyler Hero is out there with Mitchell. Then it's Norman Powell. And it's Adebayo in at the 5 spot. And for the Thunder, Wallace and Williams run the wings. Two big bodies inside with Holmgren and Hartenstein in the middle. And it's SGA in at the point. Adebayo a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. Ooh, a very interesting matchup we have at the center spot tonight, Tim.
Yeah, the battle of the bigs will loom large in this one. Let's keep an eye on points in the paint. That could be a key indicator of who's winning that matchup.
Always fun to watch, a good big man matchup, even with the guys who can shoot these days.
No doubt about it. Versatility at that spot is key.
I mean, what do you expect when you give them the clear look? That's just too easy.
Well, the key is to take what the defense allows. That is smart basketball.
Now here's Hero. He came away with 14 points in his last game. From deep, Mitchell. Oklahoma City grabs the miss. They come into this one having outplayed the Grizzlies last time.
And at the offensive end, they were lights out in that game. They found all sorts of ways to punish the D.
The coaching staff had them prepared with a great game plan, and they went out and executed it.
Now here's SGA. Turned in an outstanding game against Memphis.
Oh, man, and the defense now sees SGA taking flight. It's just too much.
And Tim, some have said that the hardcore Heat culture doesn't work in today's league.
Well, there certainly is a different mindset in the modern player, and the Heat organization was always known for working players the hardest. But now they have to ease back, but still be tougher than most.
The defensive effort was lacking a bit, but hey, give them credit for finding a weakness there.
Well, with that kind of success, I imagine they'll continue to be aggressive inside.
And once Bam gets the ball inside, the bucket is almost guaranteed. He's a serious producer in the paint.
Up top, Hartenstein. Hartenstein with a screen on Mitchell. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Adebayo grabs the board. The Heat have gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Powell surveying the D from the arc. And there's Hero on the assist from Powell.
Well, that is practically automatic for a guy like Hero. If he sees an opening from the 3, he will not hesitate.
Pass to Williams. Holmgren with a screen on Mitchell. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Wallace outside. 3 on the clock. For 3, and the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. So for Miami, Ware's checked in for Jaquez. Wiggins comes in for Norm Powell. Larson comes in for Mitchell. Adebayo with it. Hartenstein covering. Rejected by Holmgren.
And that is one of the things Holmgren brings to the table. His rim protection is critical for this defense.
Gilgeous-Alexander's shot is good.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
And we knew coming into this game, we expected him to be very involved early.
Smith, he's checked in for Hero. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Well, the Miami Heat's head coach Eric Spoelstra talked about their approach, and he said, you got to try to take control of the game, set the tone, and play consistently throughout. Everybody's trying to do the same thing. It's who can impose their will longer than the other team. BA, back to you.
He knows his stuff. All right, Allie, thanks for the report. Now here's Smith. Pass to Ware. And here's Wiggins. Adebayo, a screen on Williams. Here's Wiggins. Here's Adebayo. Buries it. He's 2 for 4 in this game.
Well, this guy is giving all his energy on every possession. Those are just hustle points from Bam. He got the board and he converted it into 2 points.
Now here's Williams. Still without a bucket. Wallace. And the three-pointer goes. Already 5 lead changes here.
Speaks to how evenly matched these teams have been thus far.
And it's Smith penetrating. Now here's Ware. He's guarded by Hartenstein. And the 3 is good, and the foul. This could turn into a 4-point play.
Really good focus that time by Wiggins, and now the potential for an and one.
Williams is checked in for Hartenstein. Miami also changing it up. Powell comes in for Adebayo. And Yakichonis subbed in for Smith. 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Good on the bucket. SGA's got 8. So it's Miami now, fresh off a win against the Pacers.
That was a great win for them. Nobody liked their chances coming into the game, but when they got to OT, they put the hammer down.
Well, let's see if they can build on that now, because it was a huge confidence booster.
What a performance for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He has been the story for Oklahoma City. 8 points in the quarter, showing how effective he can be. More NBA on 2K Sports right after this. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out ahead in this second quarter. And from what we've seen from Oklahoma City, what's your take so far?
They are looking engaged so far, especially on offense.
I love how they're playing. When you combine great effort and great execution, it leads to great results.
SGA and Wallace are the backcourt. 2 Jalen Williams out there for them. Jalen with an E at the 3, and Jalen with an I at the 5. And it's Holmgren in at the 4. That's the lineup out there for the Thunder. SGA passes to Holmgren. Williams in the post, working on Powell. And Gilgeous-Alexander missing.
Well, you can't make them all, but I doubt the defense wants to give him that kind of look again.
Well, Grant, you look up and down this Thunder roster, it is just loaded with winning players.
Yeah, BA, guys who are going to make the right play, defend their spot, move without the ball. I mean, they've built something special in OKC, piece by piece.
Here's what Oklahoma City's going with right now. Williams is checked in for Holmgren. Caruso comes in for Jalen Williams. Joe's checked in for Wallace. And Mitchell's subbed in for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And here's Caruso outside. Drills it from deep. Caruso's got himself on the board with a 3 there.
This game has been like a seesaw. Both teams going back and forth at one another.
We see this in the NBA all the time. It is very difficult to keep a lead in this league.
Powell with it. Guarded now by Williams. Ware, that's good.
These teams are finding the range, showing a lot of confidence.
Yeah, he was so ready to answer that. These teams are just battling.
Caruso misses. Miami has gone 3 of 6 from deep so far. Adebayo's checked in for Miami. Tyler Hero comes in for Larson.
In for Miami.
So it's Miami now. In the second quarter, they've given up just 3 points. Williams against Hero. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. It's going to be on Alex Caruso. Grant, since he's come into the league, what's jumped out to you about Hero's development?
Well, I've liked seeing his growth in running the pick and roll. He's not just a jump shooter anymore. He's a guy that can anchor an offensive unit, BA.
And that's about what we expect. He's been excellent from the line tonight.
Tim, we're in the middle of a grueling NBA season. What's a challenge the fans might not realize?
Well, it's just that grind, B.A., mentally and physically. Trying to find enough rest, trying to stay energized between the ears often is the biggest challenge. Yeah, he was overthinking that. He's usually automatic from the line.
Here's Adebayo. Back to Ware. Caruso grabs the board. Thunder trail by 3. All right, for those just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second. Williams, a screen on Hero. And Mitchell with the slam.
Just great offense. The screen freeing him up for the slam.
Hey, without that screen, he doesn't get a clean look at the rim.
Yeah, it's the power of the two-man game. After all these years, it's still the most difficult set to defend.
Oh, Hero definitely has some tricks up his sleeve.
Joe, the pass to Caruso. 1:56 left in the first half of this game. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. It goes on Bam Adebayo. And a moment to check out the scoring breakdown for the Heat.
Well, we're in the era of the three-point basket. So if you want to win games in this league, you have to connect from deep. And they have been thus far.
And their ball movement has been next level. When your team is playing unselfishly like this, that is tough to beat.
The 3 from Mitchell. The shot won't fall.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Williams, a screen on Hero. Pass to Williams. Sinks it from distance. Williams has gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game. Now Adebayo. Williams defending. Hero for 3. Williams grabs the board. For Oklahoma City, they've got 3 of 6 shots to go here in the second quarter. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot, guys. Bam Adebayo is big time. Coach Eric Spoelstra said, quote, "The way he's worked over the years to add to his game has been incredible. He's one of the best passers on the team, and he's not afraid to take the shot in a big moment. He cares deeply about improving, and you see it in the results of his work." Back to you guys.
High praise. Allie, thank you. So Oklahoma City ends up going with a new group. All right, let's take a look at some numbers for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
And a stat to focus on is his steal total over the last 5 games. He's been working on his defense, trying to be a disruptor, and it's made them a lot better on D. Picks up his 3rd foul. We'll see now what coach decides to do from here.
Miami has gone 1 of 4 from three-point land here in the second. The drive by Mitchell. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming his way.
And he gives up some size inside, but makes a great adjustment on the finish.
Yeah, he took that up with great confidence. Tremendous finish.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Mitchell. Holmgren with a screen on Mitchell. Here's SGA. SGA showing off the athleticism there.
Yeah, a defense has to be very aware of Gilgeous-Alexander's attack mindset. He wants to get to the rim and do maximum damage.
Adebayo feeling it out a bit. Clock at 6. Hero right side. And he can't get that one. Good D by Wallace. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's good. But hang on here. The officials may want to take a look at it on the replay.
The previous play is under review.
Karoom. They're going to bring out the monitor and see if he got it off in time.
While this call may not decide the game, you always prefer to...
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And they've gotten enough looks at it. The basket will not count. The quarter ended before he got it off.
That was a great idea to give it a second glance. The replay system is available, so you've got to utilize it.
Thanks, Allie. After the break, we'll see you right back here to begin quarter number 3.
Welcome, and fellas, what a half it's been for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, also known as SGA, and he hasn't been MIA today.
Man, I just love his attitude. That's always up there and always just great. He's mixing it up down there, really taking it to the defense.
He's got a few moves he can go in there. Hard to slow him down once he's cooking.
And now, not a bad time to take a look at the schedule ahead.
And you know, for that matchup with the Suns, they have to be feeling pretty confident. Good teams win the games they're supposed to. We'll find out how good they are.
You can beat a team and still not be a good team. I want to see how they play.
Glad you could join us. Ryan Anderson and crew are ready to take it away for the start of the third quarter.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. You have to like what we're seeing from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Yeah, he plays such a smart first half, maximizing his opportunities offensively.
And what more can you ask of him? That is helping out your team.
Oklahoma City has gotten 3 of their 7 threes to find the net in this matchup, setting the floor for Miami. They've got Bam Adebayo. Powell is out there with Jaime Jaquez. Then there's Mitchell, and it's Hero in at the 2. Yep, that one's good.
But I tell you what, SGA is a bona fide superstar, having another huge night.
Jaquez with a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. Powell with it, guarded now by Williams. Shot clock at 6. Mitchell finds Powell from outside the arc. Oklahoma City grabs the miss. SGA deciding where to go with it. Outside, Williams puts up a 3. Out of bounds. It'll be Miami's ball. Okay, a moment to check out the league leaders in steals. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander on top. Third is Jalen Williams.
These two are a problem for opposing offenses. Quick, active hands, they pounce on your mistakes.
Hero outside. Pass to Powell. Off target from three-point range.
Yeah, no, he usually makes you pay from that range.
Hartenstein a screen. And here's SGA outside. A big triple. Gilgeous-Alexander.
He has been in a great flow tonight, converting at a high rate.
Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Back to Adebayo. And finished off by Adebayo.
Yeah, that's nice work right there. He sets the screen, and then Adebayo just finds that open space to be effective with the ball.
SGA passes to Wallace. Holmgren with a screen on Hero. And Wallace, here we go. It's Williams, high post. Working on Powell. Williams misses.
Oh, and he's a very good mid-range shooter, but the defense was all over him there, making that a very difficult shot. Yeah, just 25% to start this half. They're going to have to start getting higher percentage shots.
The 3 from Holmgren. Rebound Miami. Hero on the wing. Williams defending. Ooh, it's stolen by Gilgeous-Alexander. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by in the second half. To the inside. The kick out to Williams. Stolen by Hero. Here's Mitchell. Pass to Powell. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Powell. Ware's checked in for Miami. Thunder leading by 3. Holmgren with a screen on Hero. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Holmgren. Bullseye! Chet hitting for 3. All right, Legs, when it comes to rim protection, other than Victor Wembanyama, who's at the top of your list?
Well, certainly his fellow countryman Rudy Gobert would be up there, but I also like guys like Jaren Jackson Jr. and Evan Mobley because I like guys who combine shot blocking with mobility on the perimeter.
Such an influx of great talent with size in the NBA right now.
great list of young guys who can do both.
To the middle. Here's Williams. No luck on that one. Excellent D there from Wiggins. And here's Hero. He'll bring it up for the Miami Heat. 6-point game. And after this one, they're at home against Phoenix. And that kicks off a string of 3 home games for them. Pass to Adebayo. 6 on the shot clock. Nails it from beyond the arc. Adebayo's got 9.
And each year, Adebayo looks more and more comfortable shooting the ball off the catch. He's become a scoring threat from all over the floor.
The defense couldn't collapse quickly enough.
Heat trail by 5. Powell outside. Ware with it. He's averaging more than 12 a game. A consistent threat on offense. And play stops. A whistle there on what looks like an illegal screen.
You're not going to fool the officials too often on an illegal screen.
Well, my feeling is you just want to make sure it's called consistently both ways.
Looking at who's out there now for Miami. Jovic, he's checked in for Bam Adebayo. Larson comes in for Norm Powell. And it's Smith in for Tyler Hero.
Oh, not the defensive effort they need to cut into the lead.
Boy, good call. You have to at least try to protect the rim.
Yeah, I mean, when you're fighting back, you cannot give up plays like that.
Good work by Wiggins going right into the coverage. Now, he knows how to get himself to the line and get the shot off.
No good on the second free throw. Oklahoma City leading by 6. 17 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Mitchell, a reliable offensive contributor, putting up almost 14 a game. From the line, the shot no good. And so it's the Oklahoma City Thunder leading by 6 as we wrap up the quarter. And it's mostly due to their superb shooting. They've wasted very few possessions. We'll be right back after this word. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Just a selfless decision from your 2-guard, showing his ability to get his teammates good looks.
Yeah, the pass was so effective. Great job moving the ball with purpose.
Well, this has been a great contest so far. I imagine the fourth quarter could have more action in store for us. Jalen Williams out there with Williams. Then it's Isaiah Joe. Then it's Alex Caruso. And it's Mitchell in at the point guard. That's the lineup for Oklahoma City. Caruso outside. And Mark Dagnall has called a timeout, rallying his guys to make sure they all know the plan. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. Mark Dagnall had some words for his team over the last break. Well, coach is thrilled with their 3-point shooting, saying in the huddle, guys, let's keep it up. Continue to shoot it from deep. It's working. They've been on fire from distance so far.
Allie, thank you. And Mark Dagnall has called a timeout. He's looking to make some very important adjustments here.
And one thing I've learned through the years is no matter the situation, there are always adjustments you can make.
Yeah, I just don't think right now they're doing a good enough job of hunting the right mismatches.
A line change here for Oklahoma City. SGA using that size.
That's a high percentage look for SGA.
Pass to Ware. And here's Wiggins. Williams defending. From 15 feet away. And it's Holmgren with a rebound.
And he can't let that get to him. He should have made it, but he's got to focus on the next one.
That was execution to perfection. Textbook transition offense.
And it results in the highest percentage look you're going to get.
The Heat making a switch here. Heroes checked in. Heat trail by 8. And the foul called on Jalen Williams. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
3rd personal foul. First team foul.
Just over a minute played here in the 4th. Here's Hero.
And that's the versatility of SGA defensively. He has the length and the quickness to guard just about anybody.
And That's a foul called on Isaiah Hartenstein. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
The Heat have gotten just one shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the fourth. Powell, a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. Where? Again, the Heat misses. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He'll bring it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. 10-point lead. This is their biggest of the game. Hartenstein a screen. SGA passes to Hartenstein. Rebound by the Heat.
He bailed out the defense because that's an easy look for him.
Here's Wiggins. Kicks it to Hero. Pass to Larson. And there's a whistle. That'll belong to Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That's foul number 2 for him. And so it's Erik Spoelstra with the timeout here. He wants their game plan to be crystal clear at this point. So for Miami, Adebayo's checked in for Ware. Jaquez comes in for Andrew Wiggins. And Mitchell subbed in for Larson. 6 to shoot. Here's Adebayo. Bam! Hammers it down.
Well, Adebayo is always a threat to dunk it. He's light on his feet and extremely explosive.
Let's loose for 3. The triple drop.
And let's face it, when you're down this many points, you simply can't let him get that good of a look.
One more miscommunication at the defensive end. Just brutal. It can't happen.
And SGA has got the ball here for the Thunder. They lead by 11, largest margin of the game.
Point guards who can elevate above the rim like that.
Oh, a strong mindset and even stronger finish.
Okay, I see ya. That's your point guard getting up.
You're busting his way inside. Hero making sure he kept moving toward the hoop.
Mitchell. Hero. Misses the 3.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Rebounded by Adebayo. Heat trail by 11. Now here's Hero. Oh, what a jam! Holding nothing back.
And that's why he's such a focal point offensively. It's that strong handle.
Oklahoma City has gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. Hartenstein a screen. The drive by Shai. Yes, sir! The finish with the jam.
Nice to see Hartenstein assert himself offensively.
Here's Adebayo. Oh, got a piece of it. Rejected by Holmgren.
And the clock will wind down on this one. Just a solid effort and a good win for the Thunder.
And the huge difference today, the efficiency from beyond the arc.
Yeah, once they started hitting shots, it stretched out the D and opened up the entire offense.
And they're getting ready to notch their 33rd win of the year.
And against a non-conference opponent, you really want to win the first one. They'll go into the next one knowing how to beat this team for sure.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Well, he had a lot of success making plays for his team and breaking down the defense.
Outside Hartenstein. Gilgeous-Alexander fires. 17-footer is in.
And forget the analytics. I'll take SGA from mid-range any day of the week.
And so it's the Thunder taking care of business in this one. A competitive game. You have to feel like this crowd gave him a little extra edge.
Yeah, they really fed off the energy. You saw their activity level go up. Just a tremendous performance.
And that about wraps it up. With Tim Legler, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson. As always, we appreciate you tuning in tonight. And let's leave you with our player of the game, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.